These 6 powerful psychological tricks are so effective, you might think they should be illegal. No, of course they aren't. But understanding them is your best defense against manipulation and your secret weapon for more effective communication. The goal here isn't to turn you into a master manipulator, but to empower you with knowledge. So let's get started. First up, we have the foot in the door technique. This is a classic compliance tactic where you start with a small, easy-to-grant request. Once someone says yes to that small thing, they are far more likely to agree to a larger related request later on. Why? Because of our deep-seated need for consistency. We want our actions to align with our previous decisions. For example, a salesperson might ask you for a moment of your time to answer a single question. Easy, right? You say yes. Then they follow up with, "Great, since you're interested, how about a quick 15-minute demo?" You've already agreed to engage, so saying no now feels inconsistent. You see this everywhere, from charity volunteers asking you to sign a petition before asking for a donation, to online services offering a free simple trial before pushing the full subscription. Being aware of this helps you spot the pattern. When you get a small, seemingly harmless request, pause and ask yourself, what might be the next, bigger request coming my way? This awareness gives you the power to decide if you're comfortable with the entire path, not just the first step. Next on our list is the door-in-the-face technique. It's essentially the opposite of the first trick. Here, you start with a large, often unreasonable request that you fully expect to be rejected. When the person says no, you immediately follow up with a much smaller, more reasonable request, the one you actually wanted all along. The other person feels a subtle pressure to reciprocate your concession. They see you've backed down from your initial extreme position, so they feel more inclined to meet you in the middle, which is exactly where you wanted them to be. Imagine a teenager asking their parents for a brand new, top-of-the-line gaming computer for $1,000. The parents, predictably, say no. The teenager then sighs and says, "Okay, well, how about just a new $70 keyboard then?" Compared to the first request, the keyboard seems incredibly reasonable. The parents feel like they're getting a good deal and are more likely to agree. It's a powerful negotiation tactic, so when someone hits you with an outrageous opening offer, recognize it for what it might be, a setup for the real request. Don't feel obligated to compromise just because they did. Our third trick is leveraging the scarcity principle. This is one you've definitely encountered. Humans place a higher value on things that are rare or in limited supply. It triggers our fear of missing out, or FOMO, limited time offer, only 3 left in stock, exclusive one-day sale. These phrases are designed to short-circuit your rational thinking and push you into making an impulsive decision. When we believe an opportunity is slipping away, we feel an urgent need to act before it's too late. It's not just about products, it applies to information and access too. Secret information or exclusive access for members feels more valuable. The key to resisting this is to take a breath. When you feel that surge of urgency, ask yourself, if this item were plentiful, would I still want it just as much? Separate the genuine desire for the product from the manufactured panic of its scarcity. Most of the time, the limited offer isn't as limited as it seems. Coming in at number 4 is the halo effect. This is a cognitive bias where our overall impression of a person influences how we feel and think about their specific traits. For example, if we perceive someone as physically attractive, we are more likely to assume they are also intelligent, kind, and successful. Marketers use this constantly by hiring celebrities to endorse products. We transfer our positive feelings about the celebrity onto the product they're promoting, even if they have no expertise in that area. In the workplace, a well-dressed, confident colleague might be perceived as more competent, even if their work quality is average. The way to counteract the halo effect is to make a conscious effort to judge people and things on their individual merits. When you meet someone new, try to separate their appearance or a single positive trait from your evaluation of their character or skills. Look for concrete evidence, not just a general positive feeling. Fifth, let's talk about social proof. This is the idea that we look to the behavior of others to determine how we should act in a given situation. It's a mental shortcut. If everyone else is doing it, it must be the right thing to do. This is why testimonials, reviews, and follower counts are so powerful. When you see a restaurant with a long line outside, you assume the food must be good. When a product has thousands of 5-star reviews, you trust it's a quality purchase. While social proof can be a helpful guide, it can also lead us astray. It's the foundation of mob mentality and can cause us to follow the crowd without thinking for ourselves. So, when you find yourself being swayed by the popularity of something, take a moment to question it. Is this popular because it's genuinely good, or is it just popular? Do your own research and trust your own judgment rather than blindly following the herd. Finally, our sixth powerful trick is the strategic use of reciprocity. This is a fundamental, social norm that says we should treat others as they have treated us. If someone gives you a gift or does you a favor, you feel an innate obligation to give something back in return. This is often exploited. Think about the free samples at the grocery store. After you've accepted one, you might feel a little guilty just walking away, making you more likely to buy the product. Or when a colleague helps you with a task, you feel indebted to them, which they might call upon later for a much bigger favor. This isn't always a bad thing. Reciprocity is the glue that holds many relationships together. But it becomes manipulative when the initial favor is unsolicited and designed purely to create a sense of debt. The best way to handle this is to recognize the gesture for what it is. You can politely accept a small gift or favor without feeling shackled to a future obligation. A simple thank you is often enough reciprocation. So there you have it, 6 psychological tricks that are used all around us every single day. The foot in the door in the face, scarcity, the halo effect, social proof, and reciprocity. By understanding how they work, you're not just learning about manipulation, you're learning about human nature itself. You're better equipped to make conscious choices, communicate more effectively, and navigate the world with a clearer perspective. Knowledge is your best defense. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more deep dives into psychology and self-improvement. Let me know in the comments which of these tricks you've noticed most in your own life. Stay curious, stay aware, and I'll see you in the next one.